Going on, gang? You know what time it is. Gen Sports going to back at you with another banger. Before I get into it, like, subscribe, click the notification bell. You know what I mean? Let's run it up. Let's run the numbers up. Let's make some noise out here. That being said, you see the title. I don't really need to. You don't need to talk about the circus. The circus speaks for itself. That's what we're seeing with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. I don't understand why they feel the need to hype up this fight any more than it already is. They already have a history going back to the amateurs, and there's been animosity and back and forth on social media, but it's just really getting to the point where it's bizarre. So let's go ahead and look at some of the things that have transpired this week. Just to recap. First off, Ryan Garcia, King Ryan, King Garcia, whatever you want to call him. First off, get off of social media, okay? Like social media can be good and bad. There's good, there's the bad and the ugly. He's done a lot of funny stuff on there promoting the fight, but he does too much. Sometimes, Ryan, less is more, bro. Less is more, okay? Like the weed, the alcohol, like you've been getting accusations about that. And then you come into the press conference, I believe it was yesterday. You come into the press conference looking like Tony Montana, and Devin Haney comes to the press conference looking like um freaking Wesley Snipes and Blade. Like, it looked cartoonish. And then he looked, Ryan Garcia looked visibly perturbed. Like maybe he was high, or maybe he was drinking the day before, maybe he was hungover. I don't know, man. But he got up there to that podium and he started talking about this and that, and they were jibber jabber, jawing, whatnot. And he was like, "Yeah, I drink, I smoke, but I'm no different than anybody else." But here's the thing, Ryan, you are different than everybody else. You're performing at the highest level. You are where a lot of people aspire to be at in their respective professions with the elite of the elite. Okay. And you have to carry yourself differently when you're on that stage, or at least you should want to, because that's going to reflect back on you. That's going to not just affect your personal life, but that's going to affect your business. And the saying now, stand on business. You're not standing on business right now, bro. All right. And to come into that press conference, and it was a bad look. It was a very, very bad look. I don't really understand it. Okay. And Devin Haney, he's listening to him talking. He's like, "Yo, stop the coke, because it's messing up your voice." Because he lost his voice trying to get up on the podium. He's like, "Yo, bro, stop the coke." And then Ryan Garcia, he's like, "I don't do cocaine. I'll do a live drug test. I don't smoke. I drink and I smoke weed." And so has the majority of the room. You finally got somebody that's raising their hand saying, "I'm real. I'm like, I do this. I do drink. I do smoke." But here's the thing: you're a high level athlete. All right. You're a very, 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 very good fighter. But I think what's stopping you and others from being elite is the bad habits. We've seen this with Adrian Broner. Okay. Insanely talented, but poor work ethic, bad diet at times, and partying too much. You're trying to live a certain lifestyle and be an elite level boxer. You can't do both. You can't serve two masters. You got to pick a street, pick one or the other. Okay. That's what it is. And you're going to get backlash. You can't be surprised when people come at your neck like that. And your opponent is not really trash talking the moment. He's being truthful. Like, yo, like, what example are you setting for the kids? That's what Devin Haney asked him during the press conference. They're both 25 years old, but they're two very different 25-year-olds. Devin Haney is immature in his own ways. I'm not going to deny that. But Ryan Garcia, he seems like he has a lot going on outside of the ring that he needs to sort out, because I don't know if he's in the right mental headspace. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay. I don't think he's in the right mental headspace, even though he's very talented. Now to the good. All right. Now he had a training clip where he was doing he was on the mitts with Spencer's trainer. I never get his name right. He's training a year or two ago. Derek James. And he was wearing a shirt, he was boxing, and people were saying he was wearing a shirt that had Devin Haney in a picture with Diddy. Maybe they were at some party in Hollywood or something, and they had their shirts off, maybe at a pool party or something. And everything that's going around with Meek Mill and the whole case with the dude that's trying to sue Diddy. So it's extra crazy for that reason. And I gotta say, that's a dub for Ryan right there. I can't say anything about what he's doing in his training, but that is not a good look for Devin Haney, just from like a jokey joke comical standpoint. I don't necessarily think he's doing nothing, but it's going to be hard to come back against that one. And then during one of his runs, maybe it's the same day or a different clip. He's running. He's like, yeah, I'm doing my 8 mile jog and whatnot. But in the middle of it, let me stop by this MMA gym and get some jujitsu training in. While hey, you Sean O'Malley, you see me working, come holler at me. It's like it's funny, right? It's almost showing like, hey, I'm so prepared for this fight that I can take a little detour in the middle of an 8 mile run to get some jujitsu training in. It's just, that's not insanely difficult to do, right? Look, I give it to him, man. He knows how to sell a fight. He knows how to, drum up drama and suspense. He's a funny dude. Try not to curse here. But and Devin Haney, he's a funny dude too. But I think Ryan got a little edge on him there. And now we look over at Devin Haney. He's business as usual, undisputed champ. Look, I don't think he beat Lomachenko, but he still took the challenge. I thought he fought a very good fight. And look, he's taken on all challengers, and he's a tough person to deal with. There's a reason he got all 4 belts, okay? And a lot of people aren't eager to fight Ryan Garcia either. Don't get it twisted, okay? A lot of people are not eager to fight him. Outside of Tank and Devin Haney, see, Ryan Garcia is low reward, high risk for a lot of these guys. So for Devin Haney to take this fight, it's personal. There were other people he could fight, like Tank. You could think of some of the guys that won 40. I can't remember their names off the top. Matthias. There's a couple of the guys up there too. He just beat Prograis. Devin Haney did. So there's not a lot of people that view Ryan Garcia as a safe fight to take, because you're not going to. He's going to bring the social media following with him, right? But not necessarily the money at the gate. Like, they'll tune in to like the fight, or they might, stream it illegal or whatever, but they're not going to come in to watch the fight, necessarily go to the arena. People are going to come to the arena for Devin Haney more so than Ryan Garcia, ironically. All right. So, and then with the storyline behind it, it makes it even bigger. So you look at what's going on here, and Devin Haney, he's talking all this stuff like, look, man, I'm disputed. You got stopped by Tank by liver shot. You quit. Da da da. Shut up, man. I'm gonna see you in the ring. I'm gonna beat you up. Okay. He said you ain't got nothing for me. At that first face off, he was telling him, like, you a big, like, I'm gonna F you up, right? And his dad was chirping, and it was going back and forth, and they was continuing to go back and forth at the press conference with all the weed and the cocaine and drug allegations and whatnot. And then after that press conference, Ryan Garcia, he was talking to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather and Bill Haney, they got a little friction between them. And Floyd mentioned that there was some training footage from the doghouse, as they call it, at the Mayweather gym, between Tank Davis and Devin Haney. Okay, Tank Davis, 20 years old at the time. Devin Haney, 16 years old at the time. And they were saying that, Tank might have got the better of him. So Ryan Garcia saw some of the footage, and I'm guessing that Floyd gave him the footage, or at least a portion of the footage, and it did not look good. I'm gonna tell you right now, go look it up. YouTube, that's what the search bar is for. He was walking his ass down, man. Look, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. And I'm looking at this article here on not MM Media, badlovefolk.com. All right. Ryan Garcia. Okay, he puts this up on Twitter, called X now. There's more to that tape. I'm really interested in the whole video. Plus, in my opinion, Devin Haney was 16, 17 years old, and Tank was already like 2021. He's a grown man, right? I actually think Devin figured out a way to walk out with that money under doghouse rules. And he put it, I think the caption was, Tank Davis knocks out Devin Haney, or something to that effect. And the internet went wild. It went wild. You look at all these other channels, and you're going to see them they're talking about Ngannou and Joshua, some of the other fights, but this is this is mainstream news right now everywhere. And Shakur Stevenson is one of the fighters that came out, and he was just like, never in my life have I took punishment like that by a fighter. Good Lord. And Shakur Stevenson is a young dude. And look, I'm guessing he never got, and he's been around Mayweather before. He's been in the doghouse. You know what I mean? Same with Spence. Um, and Shakur Stevenson is a very young dude. He never got walked down. So I can't speak for him versus Devin Haney, but that's his words. If you have something to say about that, take it up with that me. Okay. Now Devin Haney responded and he said, never did they post a chopped up edited video, 16 years old and in there holding my own. We bet Adrian Broner's pops, and he honored it and paid the money. Ryan, we watched you quit. We are not the same and never will be. Tune in April 20th. I'll show it. And then Devin Haney put up a picture of Ryan Garcia taking the knee after the liver shot from Tank Davis, where he couldn't get up, I think, in the 7th round. Look, all I'm going to say is getting messy. we are 2 months, or let's say 6 to 7 weeks out from the fight, and it already feels like fight night is tomorrow. It's pretty crazy. Like it's the fight isn't as big as that one, but the buildup is probably getting into the same area as what we used to see with Ali and Joe Frazier, where it just got really nasty, really wicked, especially because they have a history against each other. Like they fought in the amateurs. Ryan beat him 3 times, and Haney beat him 3 times. So they're very familiar with each other and each other's styles. Like you grow, you evolve, you learn as you get older. You're a lot different at 25 now than they both were when they were 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They're different men, different fighters. However, they know exactly what it is. It's not going to be a lot of. There's a reason why Bill Haney and Devin were like, "Hey, if I knock you out in the first round, will you retire from boxing?" And I think it's because they know how he fights. Ryan Garcia knows how Devin Haney fights, and there's not going to be a lot of feeling out in this fight. I don't think. I just don't. So let me know what you guys think about that. It's some wild stuff. Let me know what you guys think about the weed and alcohol with Ryan Garcia, and then the whole Diddy scandal. And then what do you think about the footage with Devin Haney? Do you think that he could have done better? Do you think that he was just a young bull and that's just, you know, part of, taking your lumps? How do you see it? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, we're going to get back at it. We got to get to Francis Ngannou and Joshua. We're about almost a week out now. So we're going to have to talk about that. It's a lot of big things going on in boxing, dude. A lot of big things. Dave Benavidez going up to fight Alexander Gotzik. Gotzik, he had like a 3-4 year layoff after that loss to Beterbiev. So so we'll see what Gotzik has left. He had some good return fights, so that's going to be a good one because Benavidez, you're not waiting for Canelo. So that wild week in boxing. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Be safe. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.